There are places you can go around Southwest Ohio to see some of humankind's greatest accomplishments. If you head up to Dayton, you might stop in at the Carillon. That's where you'll find the Wright B Flyer. The Wright brothers said it was their most important plane in pioneering flight. A little further up the road, you can visit the National Air Force Museum. They have a space shuttle simulator, which helped in exploring space. If you keep going to Chicago, you can stop in at the Museum of Science and Industry. There you can see the Apollo 11 space capsule, which carried the first people to the moon. But did you know that in Brooklyn, New York, there is a museum of failure? It has examples of some of our most epic failures. There is, for example, a Ford Edsel. It was supposed to be Ford's launch of a luxury brand. They did it in the late 1950s when this country was in one of our worst recessions. It didn't go so well. There's a Segway. It was supposed to revolutionize walking. It was expensive and heavy. The only place I've seen them being used is by police at festivals. There's a model of the Swedish warship Vasa. It went on its maiden voyage in 1628. It was so top-heavy that a gentle wind capsized it just 1,400 yards offshore. There's a Spring Blade. It's a running shoe that was made by Adidas. It had 16 curved blades that were supposed to make it feel like you have springs under your feet. Have you ever seen them? Yeah, me either. They were so heavy that runners didn't like them, and the blades kept breaking. There is the Micronite cigarette. Have you ever heard of it? Yeah, me either. It had an asbestos filter. How could that go wrong? There's a description of CNN's streaming service. It was supposed to compete with Netflix. It only lasted 3 weeks. The point is that often we learn more from our failures than our successes. You can see that in the parable of the talents in Matthew 25. A wealthy landowner divided up his wealth and gave it to his servants. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2 talents, to another 1. The one with 5 talents doubled his money. The one with 2 doubled his money. The one with 1 talent was afraid and buried it in the ground. When the landowner came back, he took the 1 talent and gave it to the one who had 10 talents. Are you hiding a talent? I remember when I first started thinking about this story, I was in high school. I knew that I was short and uncoordinated and felt a lot like the guy who had only been given 1 talent. Our family went to visit a friend who was in the hospital. She was an older lady. She happened to be in a room with a girl who I'd seen around school, Brandy Littlejohn. Brandy had been in a car accident and was paralyzed from the waist down. The nurses seemed to be teaching her how to do more things on her own. I remember watching as they worked with her for about half an hour to get her from her bed to a wheelchair. I remember thinking that even if I didn't think I'd been given very much, I should still take better care of what little I have. That's when I really started exercising regularly. Have you ever felt like the one who was only given 1 talent? Are you hiding it away? It's easier to see what we don't have than what we do have. But if we don't use it, we'll lose it. I think that you'll find that Jesus is right when he says, to those who use what they have, more will be given. This is our Thursday, August 7th edition of a video series we call Stronger Faith. Stay safe and be well. God bless you.